It was Tom Ridgway from Old Tiffinian's second 15 who started the ball rolling last year when he made the remarkable transformation from FLAB to FIT. And 12 months on, his achievement has been matched by Rosslyn Park's Maria Castellina. It's been a tough 6 weeks, but the results are astounding.
It feels pretty amazing to have finally finished. I can honestly say I think FLAB to FIT's been one of the hardest things I've ever done. I can definitely notice the difference. I feel stronger, I feel fitter, I feel faster, healthier. So it's a huge difference. I didn't really do much weight work before, and I've seen the difference that makes, kind of particularly, strengthening my legs so I've got more drive, strengthening my core so that I'm kind of more resistant to the knocks and stuff like that, has made a big difference. I also think I've learnt a bit about my diet, and I think I won't be taking all of it forward, but certainly sort of some of that I can use to make sure that I stay at the sort of peak of my fitness.
I've seen a massive difference in Maria's strength and endurance. At the start of this process, we were squatting just an Olympic bar, which as a standard weighs 20 kilograms. Maria's increased that by a staggering 150%. We're now squatting 50 kgs. So massive improvements all round.
I think it's had a big impact on my rugby, and I'm looking forward to being able to play when I'm kind of up to full diet eating and the energy that I'm going to have. But certainly I'm a lot lighter around the pitch, I'm a lot faster, I'm definitely a lot stronger. And I'm making breaks that I wouldn't have had the pace to make before, and I also am able to go for much longer, so it gets to those last 20 minutes of the game which are crucial, and I've got the energy to keep going, and that makes a massive difference.
She's got a little bit quicker over the last few weeks, and she's made probably 5 or 6 breaks from the back of scrums and rucks and quick tap penalties that she hasn't been making in the last season or so. So that's been a real positive for us. It's meant the forwards have been able to benefit by getting on the front foot.
With the process complete, it's time to take a look at the stats and compare them to those 6 weeks ago.
So we've just done the final readings, and starting with a body fat of 31.2%, we're down to 20.34, which is over a 10% difference, which hands down is incredible.
I'm really pleased with the body fat reduction. This whole thing was about getting fitter, getting stronger. So it was never so much about what I looked like or what the specific sizes were. It was really about that strength and that fitness and that healthiness, and that the body fat kind of shows that for me.
At the start of this 6-week process, Maria weighed 64 kgs, and she's now down by 7 kilograms, weighing in at 57 kgs, which is, again, really, really good. Maria's chest was 88 centimetres, and we're down by 7 centimetres, giving us a reading of 81 centimetres. Maria's waist was 73 centimetres, and that was definitely a figure that I was really focused on and wanted to destroy. And I think I've achieved that, and Maria's achieved that, and we're coming in at 64 centimetres, which is bang on. Maria's hips, at the start of the process, again, were 102 centimetres, and today they're coming in at 93 centimetres. So again, we're down by another 9 centimetres. What can I say? She's done me proud.
It is quite a dramatic difference. I didn't really think of myself as that large or that unfit before, but suddenly when you see yourself at such a fitter level, it is quite striking, the contrast. People are quite shocked, particularly if they've not seen me throughout and they've only seen me in the last couple of weeks, at the difference it's made. I think people have kind of said to me, wow, you're so small now, you're so muscly now. And I think people have been quite surprised at the difference it's made. I'm not sure I want to do another 6 weeks, but I'm kind of hoping that now I've got to this level, I'll be able to maintain it, so I won't need to do another quite so intense period to get to kind of peak fitness. I'm hoping I'll be able to take some of what Steve's taught me and keep it going.
For anyone wanting to improve their game or wanting to improve their physique, I hope that they can see that this process, yet again, has been really successful, and it just goes to show with the hard work, dedication and commitment that you can absolutely change things in 6 weeks. There's no tricks, it's hard work, dedication and applying yourself, and well done to Maria.